Aging and Down syndrome. Adults with Down syndrome are currently achieving maturity all the time and are generally living into their 50s, 60s, and 70s. While there are numerous turning points that go with age, maturity can likewise bring unexpected challenges for which adults with Down syndrome, their caregivers, and families may not feel prepared for. To enjoy the future aspects of their life, it is essential to be proactive and find out about issues that may lie ahead. Adults with Down syndrome alongside their caregivers and families requires precise information and training about getting older in order to be successful in the aging process. General overview of the aging of Down syndrome. Adults with Down syndrome encounter accelerated aging, implying that they encounter certain physical features and conditions that are basically to commonly aging adults at an early age. The purpose behind this is not understood, but rather is related to the genes on chromosome 21 that are connected with the maturing process. The experience of accelerated aging can be seen physically, medically, and functionally. Numerous caregivers and family members regularly observe that individuals with Down syndrome seem to slow down once they enter their late 40s or 50s. Entangling this picture is that ordinary maturing in adults with Down syndrome is still not understood. Common medical conditions. This area concentrates on therapeutic issues that are generally experienced in people with Down syndrome all through adulthood and into older age. These are issues to look for after some time and to guarantee are being checked by a specialist or medical professional. Adults with Down syndrome are in danger of keratoconus and cataracts. Cataracts cause a cloud effect of the focal lens of the eye, which produces hindered and hazy vision, and keratoconus causes the round cornea to end up cone-shaped, which can prompt a mutilation and distortion of vision. Adults with Down syndrome are at potential risk for hearing loss. Likewise, they have a tendency to have little ear canals and much of the time can have earwax impactions that can impede hearing. Routine ear examination can evaluate wax impactions, and occasional screening with an audiologist can formally help assess with future hearing loss. Undiagnosed sensory impairments such as vision or hearing are frequently mistaken as stubbornness, confusion, or disorientation in adults with Down syndrome. These conditions are quite common and when properly identified can be greatly improved with glasses, hearing aids, cleaning ears, and environmental adaptations. Let's discuss emotional and psychiatric well-being. As people with Down syndrome get older, there is an increased risk of encountering certain irregular mental health issues like depression, anxiety, obsessive-compulsive disorders, and behavioral issues. A sudden or unexpected change in the person's behavioral pattern and moods may need further observation. An intensive medical assessment may be recommended to search for any new and potential physical or medical conditions that might add to the adjustment in their change in the moods and behaviors. Psychiatric illnesses can have distinct elements in adults with Down syndrome. In this manner, an evaluation from a mental health professional with unique special training or expertise in adults with intellectual disabilities is recommended. Also, therapeutic and psychological contributors to mood disorders is critical to be delicate to any change in environment. Focus on any recent changes that individuals may have encountered, including loss of a parent, loss of a housemate, changes in staff members, struggle at the working environment, and so forth. The impacts of these changes shouldn't be ignored as people with intellectual disabilities may have a hard time coping.